The state of Minnesota is one of 12 states in the country that has not legalized selling liquor on Sundays just yet. But now there's a law in the works that could change all of that. Each and every individual that participated in this year's walk has their own reason why they came out. Although there's always some competition in the air, this sport has been around for over 5,200 years and welcomes anyone willing to give it a shot. From baseball bats to golf ball clubs, the St. Cloud State University baseball team has had a good tradition in both. Home playoff game against Wayne State tonight. Show me a little bit about what you're going to do to them.
I got you.
Oh. Well, there you have it. With impact players like Gage Davis, the Huskies should have no problem at home tonight here against Wayne State. It's football Sunday here on this early weekend in October, but some people aren't interested in hot routes, but more interested in hot rods. Here at the 6th annual Hot Rod Junkies Car Club Car Show. The Fan Fest is full of fun and excitement, from the three-point contest to the dunk contest. I spoke with both coaches on why it is so important to have such great fans. With the weather Minnesota brings in the off-season, it makes it hard to stay in mid-season form. But at Acceleration, it gives athletes the opportunity to stay ready. Turn your radio to 97.3 FM, turn up the volume, and enjoy the show.
The floor they go, Cornelius in transition, blocked by Gage Davis.
St. Cloud State men's basketball has been bringing a lot of excitement to Hallenbeck Hall this season. After last season, that's a big change.
Last year was kind of a testing process to get through. We had so many new guys.
One of those new guys was sophomore Gage Davis.
Takes it all the way down the floor, attacks right side, goes off glass and hooks it in.
Last year being a freshman, I kind of was adapting and finding myself. So this year I feel like I'm playing a lot more comfortable.
Playing comfortable would be a modest way to describe his play on the court. Davis is currently leading the team in rebounds and steals, and is second in overall points and assists. His work ethic and mindset are key contributors to his success.
Putting in a lot of work off the court, like you say, just trying to stay focused, you know, take out the little distractions and just making sure that I play every play like it's the last, you know.
But basketball is a team sport, and the Huskies will need the entire team to come out tonight to be victorious.
We'll understand what's at stake. I mean, if we come out flat tonight, I mean, heaven help us.
Into Gage Davis along the baseline, hangs and knocks it.
It's a great environment. It's a basketball arena. The fans are right on top of it. We have good support.
Yeah, you know, the crowd definitely lifts us up when we're struggling. You know, in the away games, you don't have that ability. So the crowd definitely is a big part of that.
With the crowd the Huskies attract, it should be hard to come out flat, as the team is 12-4 at home this season. With the help of Gage Davis and his team, they look to feed off that energy tonight. David Kroger, UTVS News.
The people. I just love the people.
The Hot Rod Junkies Car Club has been together for 7 years and has held their Hot Rod Roundup at Raleigh's Rednecks and Longnecks for 6 of those years. I spoke with the leader of the Junkies Car Club, Scott Johnson, about why they keep choosing this location.
It's a good spot. Everybody knows it. Everybody in St. Cloud knows Raleigh's. It's really a good spot to have a show.
Lots of people come from all over the state to show off their cars and the work they've put into them, looking for a good time and possibly a trophy to drive home.
I'm a car fanatic myself. I love going to car shows. I have cars. I love especially coming to this one because of the wide variety of cars. I brought my 1931 Ford Coupe. I brought that with me today.
I spoke with many people that brought their own cars, but came across one that had a bigger reason than just winning trophies.
My son's in a wheelchair. We have a rack on the back of my 30 Ford that we put him on and we take off down the road. When I got it, it basically was a frame and a body, and I put the motor in it and just have been working on it as we get the time.
In the last 5 years, Don and his son have been to over 60 car shows together. This brings some great father and son bonding time over something they both love.
He got bit by the bug when he was younger, and I thought, well, that's kind of fun, you know, and then he got me going on it, and it's a pretty good time. We have a lot of fun together with it. So.
UTVS News, David Kroger.
Somewhere between 50 and 60,000 we lost track, and that was 6 or 7 years ago.
Typically when someone thinks Christmas lights, they think lots of visual. But George Simmons has been bringing sound to these lights for the past 9 years. 11 months out of the year, the Simmons household may look like everyone else's. And if you happen to pass the Simmons house during this time of year, you will probably see George outside working. Once Thanksgiving is past and Christmas is near, the show begins.
My mom would put lights out. And then one year she said, well, I don't think I feel like going out there and doing it this year. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And I put more lights out than she had ever put out. And she said, oh, that looks pretty good. I said, okay.
A show this extravagant takes a lot of time, patience, and help. George's wife Sharon is a great support behind the scenes.
Oh, she's a great elf. Yeah, she's an absolute excellent elf, the most excellent elf there can be.
Having an elf on his side has helped George please a lot of families over the years, but nobody gets more out of this show than George himself, whose favorite part of this whole process is
standing across the street and looking at it. You will find either me or Sharon or both of us outside just about every night. And I am probably the display's biggest fan.
David Kroger, UTVS News.
Our goals are just to help kids.
At Acceleration Baseball, that goal is met every day.
My heart bleeds for this. So it means the world when we can have 7 guys that played on our fall ball team tell us, thank you, coach, we're going to college.
Augie Rodriguez, with the help of Gary Posch and Joe Sexton, brought indoor baseball and softball to life in central Minnesota with this facility.
Some dollars together to kind of come together so we can get the facility started, get the equipment needed to try to provide the kids with a great service.
And that they did. Before Acceleration came to the city of St. Cloud and the surrounding area, it was very difficult for players to find ways to practice in the off-season.
It's not about the money, it's about the smiles and helping a young player, whether it's a boy or a girl, get through a troubling time in their young baseball career.
Former Minnesota Twin Al Newman cherishes the time he spends passing on his knowledge and love for the game to young players.
My daughters always ask me, what do you do, Daddy? And I tell them I'm a teacher. They say, teacher? And I go, teacher of baseball.
Although he was never a teacher in the classroom, the wisdom this former major leaguer shares with the youth is second to none.
You've got to put time in if you want success.
David Kroger, UTVS News.